Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube
Hi,
channel. Yeah, my name is Oluwani Femi and this is my husband.
Kendi,
Kennedy.
Adeshola.
Yeah, so it's been a while here. I want to say a very big thank you to everybody for
Thank you
sharing,
guys
for liking, for
for
subscribing.
commenting.
Yeah, and if this is your first time of viewing this video, please click the subscribe button. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. All right, so today we're going to be talking about something very interesting. And what we're going to be talking about is things we learned from each other, like in first year of getting married,
Yeah.
like things I've learned from my husband and what he has learned from me, from yes, since we've been married. Yes, so I don't know who wants to
Hmm.
start. Yeah.
Yeah, things I learned. I will talk about five things. Yeah. So,
You say one, I'll say one.
okay, I'll talk about five things. And the first thing I want to say is from this wonderful lady, which is my wife. The first thing I learned, in fact, before we got married, is Meatness. She uh, inspired me a lot on the aspect of she influenced me on the aspect of neatness. I learned from her on how to, use deodorant regularly. Though I use it, but not quite. Sometimes I just ignore it. So I'm neat. I'm a neat guy. Yes, but what I'm saying is she's neater. I say neater. She's sparkling neat.
Shout
Or
out
should
to
I
my
say?
shout out to my mommy and my daddy for making me it, for
Yeah,
influencing me.
yeah,
Yes, in
yeah,
this
yeah.
area.
She's yeah, I don't want to be mentioning some things now, but
Mm.
personally, I know I'm not neat before compared to her own neatness. In fact, in the house, ha, this girl, this lady, she and I girl. When they say she want to mop the floor, I'll be like, is this floor dirty? Leave the floor now. It's not dirty. We need to change this bedsheet. This bedsheet is not dirty now, madam. Leave. I know we have to change it. We have to, and even clothes. As a matter of fact, she taught me how to wear one cloth. Once I wear a cloth once like this, I must not wear it again. Once I wear it out, I must not wear it again. I must wash it. My own this. Once you wear it once like this, you must wash it. So it was so strange to me then because she taught me that you don't need to wear clothes your clothes is dirty before you wash it. So and I enjoyed it, yes. And
Yeah.
I'm used to it now. Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
All right. So what I learned from my husband, the first thing is that how to manage situations. Like even if the situation is so overwhelming, you still see him relaxed, like
Hmm.
very relaxed. It doesn't feel like something is happening. And I'm like, what kind of even in you still be laughing as if all is well and all is not well. So I just learned from him that even in situations that are overwhelming, one should be able to still express joy, still laugh, still go about your daily activities. It's not the end of the world, that kind of thing. I would call it, yes, a resilient spirit. Like in the face of challenges, in the face of when things are not going well, he's still trying to man up and put things together. Well, because he's the man of the house, but I actually learned that too. Everybody is supposed to have that. Like in the face of situations, you don't let it overwhelm you. Instead, you brace up and face the situation heads on and yes, get out of the situation triumphantly. So that's one important thing that I've learned from him. I've learned so many other things, but that's one out of the few that I want to say that I've learned about him. Yeah.
Wow. That's why you don't want to tell me. Okay. The second thing I learned is how to eat good food. Yes. I learned how to before. If you watch our previous video, I talk about cooking when I was a bachelor. So food is food to me, if you eat bread and akara, it's food.
He
Uh,
literally does not care about what he eats as long as he eats it and he's satisfied and he's
exactly.
full.
Yes, and I'm
But
full.
all this serene that wants to cook noodles, I put carrots, I put green pepper, I put rishi,
To
serve
be like
it, and
on
be
top
like
Indomie.
on top noodles, last classic.
So
So
like
shall cook the in fact atagogo that's why you mix together and then good to go, ready to eat. So
before if I go market like this, I will see chicken and turkey, I will not buy. My mama no do wine.
you won't buy chicken.
I won't buy it. It's not like I cannot buy, but I will be like, I don't need it, Gary. So, but since I got married, she's changed that mindset that it's not only pomo and fish that you can eat. You
Exactly.
can also eat turkey, chicken, and then what's this fish that I used this hard fish that I used to buy.
Smoked catfish.
Yes, all those different stuff. On ordinary efo alone, pomo will be there, fish will be there, ede will be there,
Meat will
meat will
be
be there. Like chop, you cut meat small small like this, put everything. I'll be like, on top say you wan eat.
there.
So I learned how to eat good food, and that is, as you can see,
Yeah, show you.
this is not me before I got married.
Yeah.
In fact,
All right. So the next thing on my own list is consistency. Like
wow,
a spirit of being consistent. Like right from time, uh personally, when I'm doing something, I'm usually not consistent with it. For instance, I say I want to work out today, I work out tomorrow, I work out next tomorrow, I'm not working out again. But I've learned something about him that he's very consistent. The fact that you people see videos almost every time, you see Instagram videos and all these things all the time, is the one behind the scene. In fact, I don't even know he has posted. I don't even get to read comments. You'll be the one reading it for me. That is because he's consistent in doing those things. And me, I'm not in fact when you guys see me on the camera, like on the phone, you feel like, oh, she's the Jerry one, she's the this and that, she's the one that is always pushing it. But bruh, I'm not. In fact, it's the one behind everything, very consistent. Even when something that has to do with me, you'll be the one reminding me to say, have you checked this thing? Have you done this thing? Like checking up, putting tabs. So that's I've really learned about him. Consistency. Even when he's doing some programs on his phone or like probably learning programs and it feels difficult. The fact that he's still consistent in attending the classes and still doing it, I'm like, oh, well done, they're doing well. So that's consistent spirit, like it's top notch. He's really doing it. Well done. Thank you. And I pray that God will help me to be consistent in everything, in everything I do, really. Consistency is one thing that helps you to grow,
yeah,
helps you to achieve more. Yes.
yeah,
When
yeah.
you're consistent, you get results. So that's it. Thank you.
I thought you want to kiss me.
No, I'm not sorry.
At least now. My number three lesson that I learned is how to that it's not how to, but I learned. It's not I learned, but she influenced me more on how to stay organized.
Mm.
Yes,
It's
my
so
wife is
scattered.
my wife is very organized. For example, let me give you some scenario. In the room, maybe when we wake up. Normally for me, if I wake up, I don't care whether I spread my bed or not. I don't care. Or even if I want to sleep. So far the bed is there. I'll just
You
sleep.
just sleep like that.
I don't care.
Yeah,
But I would be like, we'll spread, in fact, she'll carry the bed up. She'll spread the bed, she stock it in. Like, she'll take the duvet, fold it, like, she'll spread the bed as if you are in this hotel bed, the way they used to spread it. As in, and it's not that I don't like it. If I come inside the room like this and I see the bed neatly spread, I love it. But
to do it, na wahala.
but to do it is
It's problem. The only thing he knows how to do is sit down in front of laptop. That's all. Every other thing. He knows how to do so many that I'll just joke.
better.
That was the joke.
So,
So
and she's so organized. Like the way she just, if she put something here, she wants it to be there, like
yeah.
that. Yeah, and clothes, fold the clothes. In fact, if we want to go out like this, my wife, the first time she did this thing, I was surprised actually because when we got married, when we just got married, we wanted to go out. I think on Sunday, my wife took out my clothes. I was surprised. She took out the clothes that we wear. She In fact, did you iron it? I think she ironed it. She took out the clothes I will wear, put it on the bed. She took out the singlets that I will wear, that will wear and the boxer that will wear the everything. She put it out. You know, I came out.
Organized.
I came out. I was surprised. Like, and the same thing she did for herself too. I was like,
Because I remember then in secondary school, when I'm going to school, I'll iron my skirts, my shirts, my tie, my socks, handkerchief, everything, and I'll put it on the chair in sitting room. Very early in the
I was so
morning.
surprised then. Like, I was like, hey, it's good to marry you. Is this how?
There are those things that
That's the me that I know before.
ah,
If I'm going to church, if I should arrive church by 8 o'clock, I'll wake up by 7, do my devotionals. I will wait till like, because I live, inside the church. I wait till like 10 minutes to 8 before I start preparing for church.
you iron his clothes that same morning, that
Exactly.
he's going to church with.
But my wife, if we say we are going out tomorrow, my wife will start planning 2 days.
Right.
2 days before, a day before.
If I tell my husband that okay, we are going somewhere next week, like Sunday now, from Thursday or Wednesday, I'm already asking him, what do you want to wear to church? And you'll be like, let's
I'll be like, let's Saturday come now.
I want to wait for
Today is still
Saturday
Thursday.
to come. Let's start preparing.
You know that I know. I like to
prepare
plan my
all the
things.
time. I don't
plan
like
my
to be caught unawares. Yes, I like to plan my things,
And
and that's how it should be, really.
and it's really like,
How it
I
should
love it.
be.
It's not I don't like it, but it's so weird to me.
Yeah, but it's learning. It's trying. It's learning.
I'm adapting. Yeah.
Then the slang used to say, "Let the time come. Let the time come."
I've been
If we say this one, let the time.
when we get to the allowed this to say, when we get to the bridge, we'll cross.
that thing, okay. You have to plan.
Yeah. Actually, it's not I don't plan, but that aspect, home aspect.
The only plan that I can plan is saying I have one clinic I want to do, and okay, there's one client's job I want to do.
Yes, now.
This one is more important. That's the only thing you have to plan. Any other thing like this,
I don't have to
scatter
prioritize
this,
my
scatter
work.
that.
My work. I don't have to prioritize. This one is
that.
more important. Let me do it now.
It's
This one is not.
important.
This one I can still postpone it.
Um,
I know how to prioritize that one. But when it comes to
house. In fact,
see, I don't get
yeah.
God help me.
Amen. The next thing for me, what I learned about him, what I learned from him is prudent spending and delay gratification. Delay gratification is like I've always known that before, delay gratification, and I do it sometimes, not all the time. But since I got married, I just felt like there's so many responsibilities now, and you cannot just afford to spend anyhow. Even in the face of, for instance, you have somebody that is asking you for money. Not that you don't have that money, but at that point, if you give the person that money, you can go broke. In fact, broke to the point that you may not be able to do some essential things that you are supposed to do.
Yes.
And because you don't give the person does not mean that you are a bad person.
My wife have
or
a
you
good
don't-
heart. She wants to give everyone.
It's not.
Yes.
I know. Don't now look at him like he's stingy. He's not a stingy person. He's not. But the fact remains that at this point, you should be able to manage your finances properly.
yes.
To the point that even if I go out and I want to buy something and I remember my husband, I'm like, priority. It's not a priority. In fact, I may have asked for the price. The woman say, okay, skinny corn naira. I'll ask for the price. I'll just think again. It's not important, Jerry. My call pass. Or sometimes I want to buy something that I know that we need in the house. I'm like, do we really need this thing at this point? I'll just leave it and go. Because that's how it has influenced me to not buy unnecessary thing. You don't do this one. Sometimes I'm like, what is it? Any small thing, you don't do this one. It's not a priority. It's not a kini. But that's because money is not plenty now. Hear me. If the money becomes plenty, don't even give me that crap that you're giving me. We spend the money. No, that's just a joke.
We'll spend
the
it
money, but we
wisely.
spend it wisely. So that's one beautiful thing that I've learned. To be prudent in spending and delay gratification. You know that thing you need it to. The fine bag, the Louis Vuitton bag, the Calvin Klein wristwatch, you need it, you like it. But at this point, let's just manage the small one that we have. Then when we get there, we can now use it. So I learned that also from me.
And this one where you don't know this one, but say it. I learned, though you guys know, it's not eating. You know that the only grammarian we have in this house is my wife. Like, her fluency, like the way she talk. you think that this person is, you know, is a US citizen. How do you?
Nala yo.
You guys saw the video where she was correcting me, consent and conscience. Ha, conscience, consent. Not even seeking consent, seeking opinion. So actually, when I want to speak English in this house, I used to think twice because I know that someone will correct me. If I say, babe, I want to ask question, she will say no. It's not question, it's question. Okay, I want to ask question. So I used to, think twice before I talk. But I know how to grammar, and it's helping me actually. It's not I don't go to school. For you that don't know, that doesn't know, I have a BSc, yes, in art education. Yeah.
Congrats. See, another thing that I know that he learned from me is good mannerism. Like, I'm not saying
I was about to say it now. I will say it. That's my
you have
next
manners.
point.
I know you
Yes.
have manners.
It's not that I don't have manner, but I learned some things. I learned how to handle
Like
strangers better.
communication.
I learned how to communicate to people better.
Oh God.
And then there are some things that I don't take, that I don't.
It does not feel like it's important.
I don't see that. For example, I enter your DM. I want to go straight to the
Straight
point.
to the point. It does not say good morning.
I don't.
It does
All
not have
this.
time for that one. No.
For example,
Straight to the
if I
point.
pass, like if you don't look at me, we don't look at ourselves. I won't greet
Will not
you.
greet you. But why would that-
I'll be like the person didn't see me. So
Even
why
if
would
it's
I
somebody that
greet
he
you?
knows, somebody that used to see every day when he's passing that place.
No, some people
Just-
complain about it,
yes.
but I don't
Just
see that.
perhaps.
I'll be like,
I'm like,
must I always greet everybody? Like people are plenty in this world. Why would I be greeting everybody?
Who does that? It's not good.
But she made me to realize that at least you just have to be trying, try to
Yes.
greet people like that. So I learned that.
I think the reason why you do that is because it doesn't do too much of talking.
Yes.
He prefers you send him a message on WhatsApp, you DM, than to call him. I can imagine most times when people call my husband on the phone,
I'll be like, come to chat.
Send a message.
Send a message now.
Just pick this call. So it's not Koshepe is, let me say it in Yoruba, Komola Eda, like he's not doing it intentionally. So if there are some people watching that you have called and he did not pick, don't be angry. Send message.
Just don't like
for me,
calling.
in fact, I prefer calling. Let me hear your voice. Let's say what we want to say. Finalize now, and let's go. You get? Yeah. So another thing I learned from him is prioritizing learning. Like you should upgrade yourself. Don't sit down. Don't be comfortable in a place. Like don't be comfortable where you are. There was a particular time he was asking me, which book are you reading? And I'm like, which book? I'm not reading any book. You get? He wants you to read a book. He wants you to upgrade yourself, learn something, do this one, do that one, and there's
watch YouTube tutorial.
Exactly, but self-learning. Add to yourself. Don't be an literate illiterate. Yes, because you are literate, you went to school, but you might end up an illiterate if you don't add up to yourself. You just see that you are still at a point and people are climbing ladders, they are going up, and you just find out that you are just where you are. The world is revolving, there's technology everywhere, people are learning. You can learn from the comfort of your house, you don't even have to go out. So this man, in fact, advocates for learning. He's always like, learn something, do something.
I'm an educationist. What do you expect? I did education for 8 years.
Upgrade yourself. Make sure if you are into anything, if you're into photography, or you're into hairdressing, or you're into soap making, look for better ways to do it. Look for more ways to attract people.
Yeah,
like
keep learning.
Exactly, keep learning, keep upgrading yourself, keep learning. Yeah, so I learned that from.
And that made this young lady to start Neflora.
Oh, excuse you. I always had that. In fact, I have so many business ideas.
You started your business.
No.
Neflora business.
Hello.
Particularly that Neflora business.
Yes. My t-shirt branch, as you can see.
Actually, she did all this. So
yes, I did.
My wife did it too. As you can see, this is some Kenya. I don't know. She did it.
So, I
patronize my wife's business, please.
Yes.
Neflora official on Instagram. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, in summary, these things that we learned from ourselves, you guys can also learn from us. Yes, learn from us. Nobody's an island of knowledge.
That's the purpose of making this video.
Yes, you can learn from us. if it is
keep
being
learning, you keep learning
organized,
from
yes, if
yourselves.
it is being organized, if it is improving your neatness,
Nobody is
if it
perfect.
is reading all the time. I think you don't have to read every time. It could be a paragraph, it could be a line. You get, just make sure that you are upgrading yourself. Don't stay at a point. Yeah, so I'll be glad if you can just put it in the comment section. You can just put one thing that you want to upgrade
Yes,
on, one thing
lastly,
that you want to learn about. Yes, that thing that it has been in your mind that this particular thing, this 2023, I must improve on this thing. You can just put it on the comment section and put a time frame for yourself that within this time, oh, I want to be able to master this thing and achieve this thing. And I'm sure that you'll be able to do it by God's grace.
and lastly, we help ourselves spiritually.
Yes.
You know the kind of joy that you have, like when you wake up in the midnight, you want to pray, and you know that your spouse will always pray with you. You know, it's not it's not a situation whereby you want to pray and someone be like, you're disturbing me now. You know,
Well, let me
you
sleep,
know,
Gary.
but you feel the urge to pray at midnight, and you wake your spouse, and they're always there for you. That thing,
And so many other things in studying the word of God,
yeah.
in so many other things, spiritual
And
growth in
madam,
general.
I want to ask something. Thank God we are alive now. Eba maybe what's this second ring doing?
It's fashion.
It's fashion. Do you know the meaning of this one? Wait. Do you know the significance of putting ring on this?
Tell us, we don't know.
If you put ring here, it means you are searching.
I'm not
Yes.
searching. It's not. It's just a knuckle ring. It's not
Knuckle
something
ring.
that is.
Why don't you put it here? Eh?
Okay.
Let them know you are married.
Hello, I'm married with this hand. This is it.
If you are not married, that hand.
Yeah, this is my right hand.
Thank you guys
So,
for watching. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, make sure drop another video soon.
Yeah.